begin the game.
Yes.
Mindy, are you ready?
Yes. Just let me do my vocal warm-up.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things you should never say to a musical theater fan.
Quiet, you blundering fool! You'll curse us all!
For this list, we'll be looking at all the things you should avoid saying in front of your Broadway-loving pals. Have you ever said one of these theatrical taboos? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. I'm throwing away this playbill.
Question of the day. Do you have any playbills? And if so, which one is your favorite? Or your top favorites if you can't choose one?
Few things will break a musical theater fan's heart more than seeing discarded playbills scattered in the street after a performance. For many audience members, programs are simply informational, but it's much deeper than that for theater lovers. These little booklets are a special memento, a sacred souvenir, and a collectible item.
We're missing King and I'm missing Sideshow. Rest in peace.
They archive the ephemeral nature of live performances through text and photos, and sometimes even serve as a place for autographs. But remember, if you are going to toss your playbill, make sure to recycle it accordingly.
As a very loyal theater girl will know, things change all the time. Shows come in, shows come out, cast changes happen at the last minute, so we're all sort of on our toes.
Number 9. Superstitions aren't real.
But only the Scotsman goes on a killing spree.
The Scotsman? Oh, do you mean Macbeth?
Jeffrey, please.
What?
Don't say his name aloud.
Who? Macbeth?
You're just asking for trouble.
When it comes to something with high stakes, like a live performance, it's wise to do anything to prevent any hiccups. There are many famous superstitions in the theater that all artists will outright avoid. Everything from saying the name of the Scottish play to wishing a performer good luck is considered, well, bad luck.
Bon chance, mes amis, no one says. The only word you'll ever hear is merde.
Even whistling in a theatrical venue is taboo. So no matter what you believe in, it's best to err on the side of caution and brush up on theatrical do's and don'ts, just to be safe.
The air is positively thick with irony.
Number 8. Lin-who?
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who is this kid? What's he gonna do?
If you haven't heard the name Lin-Manuel Miranda, well, chances are your theater-loving pal is going to roast you for it. The Hamilton and In the Heights creator has become a household name in the past decade, with both his face and name plastered across Broadway and Hollywood.
What's a Leary?
Why, it's what we lamplighters call ourselves, of course. Time to send up the call to arms. Learys, trip the lights and lead the way!
As an actor, rapper, composer, writer, and producer, his talents know no bounds, and he's so close to achieving EGOT status. Winner of a Pulitzer Prize, Miranda is an icon in the Broadway community. So best brush up on your Lin-nucation before catching up with your musical theater-obsessed friends.
I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I amaze and astonish.
Number 7. I know everything about theater. In general, being a know-it-all is kind of annoying. But for theater fans, they feel it on a whole other level.
If you think this is about vanity, you couldn't be more wrong. I don't want to show off.
The industry is so big and expansive that it's nearly impossible to know every single name, title, and term. Even seasoned creators don't know everything about the art form. Theater is collaborative and requires all kinds of experiences, skills, and insights to make it happen. So don't feel as if you need to know every little bit about it. Just bring your experience to the table and your theater buds will help fill in the rest.
Perhaps I should ask my production team what they think.
Your production team, who are they?
You'll see, they all live here. Guys! Come say hello to me on a stock in blue!
Number 6. A play and a musical are the same thing. This is an easy way to insult a theater fan. Like apples to oranges, Disney World to Disneyland, plays and musicals are vastly different.
And my managers must learn that their place is in an office, not the arts.
A musical is a story told through song, and usually, but not always, dance, and a play is a story told through dialogue. However, there are exceptions to this. For instance, Terrell Alvin McCraney's 2012 play Choir Boy is a play with music, but not a musical. Usually, songs in musicals help drive the plot, while dialogue drives it in plays.
How would you know what to say? Well, the words would be in the script.
Yeah.
And you would learn the words. You would not have the script on the night
And that goes for everybody. There will be no script on the night.
No matter who is steering the wheel, both theatrical genres are great in their own ways. Number 5. All musicals are happy and unrealistic. If you think all musicals are rainbows and unicorns, then maybe you haven't seen enough of them.
I was wrong too.
Say you were wrong too.
Say I was wrong about
You being wrong.
Sure, the genre lends itself well to uplifting and joyful stories. After all, nothing screams happiness like people bursting into song. But there are so many shows that are downright devastating.
Don't you fret, Monsieur Marius. I don't feel any pain.
Les Miserables, Once on This Island, and Ragtime will all pull on your heartstrings. Then there are shows like West Side Story, Spring Awakening, and Parade, which are pure tragedies. The list goes on, but never assume that all musicals are made equal when it comes to their emotional weight.
I'll die day after day after day after day after day after day after day.
Number 4. Insulting a performer. For theater fans, performers are like gods. Everyone, from the ensemble to the leads, is cherished, admired, and looked up to. But no matter how skilled an actor is, that doesn't mean everyone will like their acting.
Would you mind if I sang?
Shut up, Patty Lupone!
There are many factors that contribute to someone's performance, but it's never okay to insult them. This is also true if an understudy steps into a role.
It's Andre. He's not good enough. I can't use him.
Well, you have to use him. Eric can't dance.
Imagine filling in a role at the last minute and going on stage to a room full of people who are anticipating someone else. The pressure is intense in any situation, so it's always a good idea to try to find the positive, especially within a few blocks of the venue where that actor might be within earshot.
How dare you, sir? Does the fourth wall mean nothing to you?
Number 3. Insulting a show. Not every play or musical is going to be a winner. Sometimes a show, for whatever reason, is not your cup of tea.
The direction was staid, the sets ramshackle, the costumes unremarkable, hardly worth the free admission.
But we tried hard.
Try telling that to the spirits of Ibsen and Brecht, because you've just trampled all over them.
It's perfectly fine to have your preferences, but what you don't enjoy might be someone else's favorite production. Often, for theater fans, a show is more than a show.
There's a kid in the middle of nowhere who's sitting there living for Tony performances, singing and flipping along with the Pippins and Wickeds and Kinkies, Matildas and Mormonses.
It may hold special meaning for them and can cut deep hearing someone tear it apart. Of course, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but around a theater fan, maybe leave any harsh criticism to the critics.
Oh, bravo, boys and girls. Bravo. Except for you. You were god-awful.
Number 2. Insulting theater as a career.
You got big dreams. You want fame. Well, fame costs. And right here is where you start paying.
Working in the arts can be a wonderful, fulfilling, and exciting career. On the other hand, it can also be filled with rejection, sacrifice, and heartbreak.
Look at all the people, at all the people. How many people does he need? How many boys? How many girls? How many people does he need?
I really need this job. Please, God, I need this job.
It may look like all fun and games, but that's just the result of years of blood, sweat, and tears. Creatives are already very aware of both the joys and hardships of their careers, so degrading their profession hurts more than helps. If you have a friend pursuing a life in theater, having their back and supporting their ambitions is always appreciated.
No one is 100% sure of anything.
I am not sure you're something special. That this is just the beginning for you. Okay, that you're gonna do amazing things.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Enough with the show tunes. If you're friends with musical theater fans, chances are you're going to hear a lot of show tunes.
525,600 minutes. 525,000 moments so dear.
They're the soundtrack of their lives and hold a special place in their hearts. Telling them to shut it off is asking a lot.
One of very few physical manifestations of how Keisha aspires to move through the world. So you didn't just ask for headphones to be used. You effectively asked for Keisha's silence.
Now, that's not to say that's the only genre they listen to, but it definitely takes priority on their music listening preferences. If musicals aren't your jam, the good news is that there are lots of different styles of show tunes, so it's likely that there's one out there that'll appease both your tastes.
LOL, say oh well, we'll go to hell. Sorry about what I said.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.